Welcome. I am taking a moment and going to get set up. I have my laptop right here, trying to get on the stream. I hope you have had a good Wednesday. And there it is. Technology is amazing. There we go. Oh, I can hear it. And welcome. Tonight is my art night. My husband is playing trivia, so that means I get to paint. And I thought we would do another similar experiment to what we did last week. And last week we did the flip cup, and we did 3 of them, and I have them hanging right here. And they're just curing and drying. The surface is dry. The underneath is mostly dry right now, but it does still feel a little soft, and it is real humid here in Tucson, so it's probably going to take a good week before I can seal them. But they turned out great. And ooh, I'm going to grab one of these because I just noticed I got paint on my gloves. I want to just show you real quick. This one was the dish soap. And can you see the people right here? And then the person right here? Isn't that amazing? When I was painting it, it was like this. So that's how I was looking at it. No, it was like this. So I didn't notice these. So when I went to hang it up, I was like, well, I wonder which way I'd hang it up. And sure enough, there's the people right here, and then the person right here. I think it's pretty awesome. That's the one thing about this art, acrylic paint pouring. It is abstract, and it's interesting because you can turn it any way and you see something different. It's a lot of fun. So tonight's project, we're going to go ahead and paint these 3. We're going to do some different colors, and we're just going to dive right in. I'm going to do a different view for you so you can see a little bit better. And if you have any questions, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I am watching on my phone, so I hopefully won't miss you. And let me know, pop in, say hi, and let me know where you're from, if you're from Tucson or somewhere else. I'd like to know. So we're going to use the same colors in each piece, and I chose different colors this time. I'm going to start off with this phylocyan blue. I've never been able to say that right. And I'm going to go ahead and fill my cup. I've pre-mixed these myself. I'm going to go fill my cups up. And actually, I'm going to take this off. I pre-mixed these last week. And the reason why I'm filling in these cups is I just want to make sure I'm using the same amounts of paint as much as I can. And I want to be able to show you. And using these cups is a little bit easier to show. And this one is a Liquitex light blue permanent. There we go. These are Liquitex is more of a professional heavy bodied paint. And I have an Artist Loft and a Craftsmart, which are craft paints. And I've mixed them all to this fluid consistency. In case you're new to acrylic painting, acrylic paints are heavier. And you can't really pour them out of the bottle. You need to thin them out. I try not to use very much water. You can see I've thinned it to where it's pouring, and it's not too thin to where the stream, you can see it break. It's a steady stream. Some people like to say warm honey, which is a good example because it is descriptive. And some techniques do call for a little heavier consistency or a little thinner. This consistency that I have, it is a little bit on the thicker side. And it's kind of like a really warm honey. But I've had a lot of luck with it in many techniques, and it's a lot of fun. And the whole point of art is just to have fun. Let me grab some more napkins. And one tip I do have for all you new artists, make sure you have napkins handy, because you will make a mess. So now that I have my paints on each one, I'm going to start with this one, and I got my clear cup, and I'm going to start layering. So I'm going to pour it down the side, just some of it, not all of it, and I'm going to do the white next. In each of these, I'm going to do the same order, not necessarily the same ratio because I'm not weighing, I'm not measuring accurately, but similar. And as you notice, I didn't add any silicone or anything to this. We're going to do that after. And I've never done it this way before, so I'm real curious to see what's going to happen. This can be really cool, or it's going to be an epic fail. So it'll be fun nonetheless. And there we go. I'm just going to use all my paints. And let me know if you've done the flip cut. It's a pretty basic technique, but I love this technique, especially with new beginners, new students, because it's just so much fun. Okay, I used all my paints in here, so I'm going to set these aside, and we're going to go ahead and do the same to this one. Just pour it down the side. Now, if I were to just take my paint and just dunk it in the middle, straight down, I will be mixing it. And for what we're doing, we just want to layer the paints. And you'll notice some of the colors are heavier than others, and that's okay. They'll slide down. There'll be a little bit of mixing. What I'm hoping, because I use this yellow in here, I'm hoping I get a little bit of green. So we will find out. And last Wednesday, I had a lot of fun. And I'm having a lot of fun right now. So I think I will try to make this an every week thing. And we'll learn different techniques. And hopefully do some resin art pretty soon here, because Christmas is coming and resin is always a wow. I just don't like doing the clear resin on top of my art, because no matter what I do, I always get little dust specks in it, and to me it kind of ruins it. So I try to stick to the colored art in resin, and it's a lot of fun. I never have this dust speck problem when I do the colors. And bubbles don't bother me in resin. We're going to explore that a little bit, a couple weeks. Some artists feel the bubbles ruin it, and I can see where it can. But in these pieces that I'm doing, I won't be adding resin. I'm just going to do a clear spray paint. And I love Rust-Oleum Crystal Clear Enamel. It is super easy. It just super glossy. Makes all these colors pop. So I will be sealing these with that pretty soon, as soon as it's done. Okay, let me just wipe my hands. You can see I spilt a little here. No biggie. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to take my cup canvas right on top, and then flip. There we go. Make sure you're holding it secure. I've been doing this for several years, so yeah, it's pretty easy for me. The fear factor's kind of gone, but for new artists, it's a lot of fun. They get a little timid and scared because you are taking paint, flipping it, and hoping not to make a mess. So there we go. I'm going to, oh, and by the way, in case you hear noises at my door right here, those are my little baby cats. They're 6 months old, and they want in, and I have child-proof my room. I put locks on my door inside and out, and I did make a video of that. It's a few videos in after this, but you can see one of my cats, Doja. She's a sweetie, and Huey is her brother, and they are a handful. They are just like infants, 6 months old, everywhere. Now they're starting to climb, so they hear me, so they're scratching at the door, so you might hear them. I'm going to go ahead and set my paints just right behind me because I need some room. And I'm going to take my white. Last time, I did not put enough paint on the sides. So I'm going to go ahead while these flip cups are flipping, and I'm going to go ahead and put paint on my edges and corners. Oops, my laptop's going to get painted. I'm still figuring the logistics out of this streaming. I tried it with my phone, but the Wi-Fi is just glitchy. It's kind of irritating me a little bit, so I am actually using cameras plugged into a laptop. And this laptop is now dedicated to my painting. And it'll be painted. I'm sure it'll look colorful in a couple weeks. Let's see here. Okay, so got these two done. And I'm not being perfect about it. I just want paint on the edges so the canvas can absorb some of the paint. And it'll help my other colors that are in the cup flow over the sides and corners. And I'm using white. I have found using the dark paint on edges and corners, if any light paint happens to get on these, it kind of darkens them. So I tend to try to be light now with my edges and corners. Cool. Sounds good. All right, let's stick this behind me. So what I'm going to flip it. I'm going to flip each one. And then I haven't decided yet if I am going to tilt them or leave them and then spray the additive. I have a mix. Here's my silicone and water. Here's my hair serum in water. And then here's my dish soap and water. And I did 1/2 ounce of the additive to 1.5 ounces of water. And I'm just going to give them all a shake when I spray them. And we're going to see if we can make cells a little bit a different way. So let's start with this one. I'm going to go ahead and lift it. Ooh. Ooh, there's some really pretty lacing in here. It'll disappear, but it's pretty. Look at that cup. Aren't the cups so pretty? Looks like ice cream. Going to go ahead and do this one. And you can see not a lot of cells. And you can get cells without silicone and additives. I have found that if you shake up your paints really well, mix them up, get the air bubbles in there, cells will appear. Oh, this one. Start seeing some cells. So what I think I will do, I'll just go ahead. I'm going to spray it. I'm just fearful of the silicone getting on the canvas, but why not? We're just going to see what happens, right? It's all about experimenting. Okay, I'm going to mix it up. I'm not sure I've sprayed this actually. There we go. And we're going to spray. Ooh. Lots of little microcells in there. Can you see? I'm going to go ahead and tilt it. And I may spray it again after I tilt it too. And see, by covering my edges and corners, I really don't have to concentrate on trying to cover them right now. And since I have no cells, I am tilting faster than what I should. And that's fine. Because we are experimenting to see what happens. Okay, so we got this one. Get another napkin. And then, does look really cool. Definitely got some green in there like I was hoping. Yep, silicone. Make sure I'm sticking with it. I'm going to go ahead and spray it. And I don't see anything really popping up that way, which that's okay. I do want to try my torch to see. Oop, just lost it. Turned it down too far. To see if we can get anything up on here. And not much. It's okay, we're going to let that set. Now, this one, oh look, just by sitting. Look at that. Got some cells already. So, let's try. These cool, they got cells all by themselves. We didn't even have to use any additives. This is the hair serum. Spraying it. I'm just going to spray a little. Oh, look at there. Holy cow. Did you see all that? It kind of made it look all rough. That's okay. We're going to tilt it. So one thing I like about this art, look at the other colors popping up. The greens are so pretty. And if I would have added a touch of black, the yellow would have looked like a dirty, shadowy yellow, which is actually really cool. Look at that. That is awesome. And this is the hair serum. But it had a head start. Oh, I didn't do this side. Silly me. I'm so looking at the cells, not even paying attention. Okay. Look at that. Look how pretty. That's funny how this one didn't start with cells and this one did. Oh, look how deep these are getting. And the dark blues popping out. Wow. Very pretty. This one, I'm not sure I'm going to even spray it on top. This one did well on its own. With just the dish soap in the puddle. So let's focus on this one now. This one we're going to do, oh, this was the hair serum. I'm sorry. This one, we're going to do the dish soap. So let me give this a little mix. And I'm going to spray it over here to get it going. And then let's see what else we can do with this. Stick these over here. I'm going to move my cups out of the way. There we go. Look at that. Just this week and last week, I am learning not to love silicone. This dish soap and the hair serum, they're making some nice effects. Does make a nice little three-piece set, huh? Look how fun. Okay, I'm trying to stretch the cells in the middle just a little bit. Wow. Wow. What do you guys think? Have you guys used the hair serum and silicone before? And the dish soap? Yeah, the silicone, it's starting to make the spots on the side again. And these ones aren't. Wow, and this I even put, and this one, I put the silicone on top twice and I torched it. It actually looks like fractals are right in here. I wonder if you can, yes you can. See if I can get a little close up. Here's the dish soap one. Very soft, subtle cells. Look at that. And I could put more on top. Want to see what happens? Let's put a little more dish soap on top, see what happens. And this is dish soap and water. Oh yeah. Spray it, just spray it. Oh. Gonna have a mess to clean up tomorrow, huh? Yeah, look at that. I bet we get some more popping up as it sits, because the last week when I let the dish soap one sit, some more did pop up. And this one is really cool. It's the hair serum. Can you see the middle, this whole middle area? It's bringing up that dark blue and the white. It's like really pretty. And then look how detailed this is up here. Hair serum might be my new favorite. And then here we go with the silicone, which some more. See how it's fractal up here? Silicone definitely is better if it's mixed in and then it reacts. Just sitting on top like this, not happy. It's just hanging out, chilling. There we go. One thing I do want to do real quick, getting some more napkins. I would like to put the torch again on this one. I'm hesitant to do it on this one because this just looks really cool. But why not? Let's see what happens. That's what tonight's about. I see tons of air bubbles popping on the surface. So I might get a lot of micro fractals. And this one, yeah, I'm getting speckles. And maybe more speckles. Yeah, so we're gonna see what happens. This has been a fun little experiment. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you think, how this went, if you've done this before. Just gonna change views real quick. There we go. There we go. There's the 3 pieces. It's gonna make a nice little set, and then when they dry, I will go ahead and seal them, and hopefully I could record that. It's going to be outside, so it depends on the weather. The weather gets really hot here, and my phone tends to get really hot too, so it doesn't always work out. Tomorrow or Friday, when these have dried and set up, I'll make another video and post it again just to show the dried results so you can see if any more cells have popped up. I see some more teeny tiny ones popping up. This one by far is my favorite, but it's going to make a nice little set. So let me know what you think. Please give this video a thumbs up if you've liked it, if you've got any value of it, and I will join you in the next video. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye.